Shogun, formerly Samurai Rugby, changed and rebranded to Shogun Rugby last year.
Yes, they did. They've won this very tournament not once, not twice. They were very good customers. And here is an opportunity once again. The ball bounces nicely for Shogun. Shogun with the fast field of possession in this game. KCB shooting up on defense, looking to close down those opportunities. Bram is beaten on the outside there. KCB with strong defense. Shogun piecing the passes together, coming back the blind. That looks like a forward pass, but the referee allows play to continue floating and deceiving Shogun. Shogun missing the pass there. Good strong defense there. Michael Kesa. Referee says the tackle is complete. They have to release. Michael Kesa goes in to counteract. Good tackle there, but the damage had been caused on the inside. And that is a try to Coscuela Francisco.
Good pressure play there from Shogun. Shogun retaining possession, being very key in that first play, denying KCB an opportunity to turn it over. Conversion is successful, and finally, after several faces in the red zone, flooding in that tackle that took out two men, going over, Francisco scores. Shogun Rugby will be contenders anytime they appear. They have a pedigree. They have one of the most number of wins for a foreign team, the Safari Sevens. And last year they lost it in the finals to Shujaa. It was a close match, that one, 12-0. So you would think they'll want to get one better this year and win the title once more. KCB, the deep waters here, coming up against a very strong Shogun team. Scuto with ball, picks it up and goes down. Brian Wahinya shifts it out to Jenkins Kipruto.
Numbers on the outside. Bram Kiloake there facing the man, looking to create space on the outside. KCB, Tyson Minor isolated, but a big ball carrier there. KCB looking to piece together the faces, try and commit the Shogun players to 1v1 defensive tackles. There's a knock-on, and it was a honest attempt at the ball.
Yeah, that saves him a yellow card because he went with both arms, and clearly it was an honest attempt to intercept.
Yeah, so, but a good face for KCB. They felt the ball, at least for the very first time.
Yeah, they have been able to get themselves into the feel of the game, but they're still in their own territory, they're still in their own half, and they still have possession. So,
well, the scoreline is not as bad as one would think. It's just one try out, and KCB can execute. Wahinya playing at 10, Zola playing at center, goes in straight, isolated. Referee says you're off, you need to leave the ball.
The referee communicated very clearly to him. There is no clear falling over. He was off his feet, and the referee called him out, didn't listen, and gave referee no option there, penalizes them. KCB just restarting that one, going for touch, but ahead of mark. So referee gives them benefit of doubt, calls it back to be taken on the map. The mark. KCB will be looking at this match as one of their toughest in their pool, because they are playing against the finalists of last year's Safari 7. KCB, on the other hand, winners of the local circuit, 7th circuit, having at least 7 of their players out with the Shujaa and Morans. So losing quite a number of their regulars, but giving an opportunity to the rest to get themselves a good feel of an international tournament.
Good line-up feed there. KCB hoisted well. Free play is an advantage, an offside advantage. KCB with some free play. Need to string in the passes. Brian Wahinya goes back against the grain. Good offload there, Jenkins Kipruto. That is KCB.
That was an off-the-field move. This was straight from the training ground. You will have seen before that first play, there was a discussion between Brian Wahinya and Stephen Swola together with Jenkins, and that moved. When it comes to fruition, when it comes out well, it's a marvel to watch. KCB hit back, tying this match 7-all, and their faithful followers in the crowd there. See, they're coming in on a cutback, and then Jenkins waiting for that offload after Sumba taken out the inside defender. So, well worked out move, and they get the benefits, they get the returns from that. Restart from Brian Wahinya, this time electing to go deep and to apply pressure on the defense, but he beat in on that man and gave an opportunity. Okesa just went in for that tackle, and that was all that Shogun needed to get themselves out of that fix. Now they have 2v1 attacking at pace. This is going to be a try, floating and going back. Fantastic try there from Shogun Rugby. End-to-end stuff there. Ball moves from side to side. Quick recycling. All came from that one defensive error. And showing their pedigree. Shogun hitting right back after conceding a try. The moment Kiluake Sifuna went for that tackle when he didn't need to, he created extra man attack for Shogun, and from there it was catch-up rugby from KCB. That conversion missed the conversion, so scores remain 12-7 in favor of Shogun. A fantastic match this one to watch in this first half. Seconds remaining in this one. Tyson Maina coming under attentions. Aggressive tackle there from Shogun Rugby. Sikuto with ball. He has pace. Releases Jenkins goes. Gets tackled. Bundled into touch. And that signals the end of the first half. Both teams gave as much as they received. Sikuto there, just Austin gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins trying to pin his ears. But good cross-cover defense coming in there. You can make your way tomorrow starting early and book a ticket. Tico Hub still open. Make your way down to Nyayo National Stadium and watch front seat rugby here.
Yeah, that's a forward pass there. KCB tackling strongly. Remember, the game is still on a balance here. 12-7 is the scoreline. KCB giving a good account of themselves. A depleted KCB side, but nonetheless, the depth within the KCB team really shows, and this is why they have lost several players to the national side, but can be able to actually compete against a team like Shogun.
Yeah, and you see there, as you say, so Emmanuel Opondo coming in, replacing Brian Wahinya, and Stephen Osumba going out. Maya Clyde coming in. So you spoken rightly, because 12-7 would account, and the second half is where we get to see how deep their resilience run for KCB. Getting shoved.
KCB there looking to attack from deep. Brought in the likes of Branton Lusesi. An opportunity here for Branton there on the wing. Big ball player there, Branton Lusesi.
Just come onto the pitch, fresh legs and speed to burn. Scores and ties the match 12-all against 2024 losing finalists Shogun Rugby. Conversion is good. KCB hit the front for the first time in this match, 14 12. As you see there, just took his man out.
The KCB replay match there. Branton Lusesi. I mean, this young man, they kept him locked up in the Sportpesa National 7 Series. Look at his running lines. Look at his body position. And he knew from the onset, I had my man, and he finished. He is part of that class of Raven Ambale, Jackson Siketa. The guys who played for Butula. No, actually, not Butula, Koyonzo.
Yes, Koyonzo.
Yes. And a good servant of the game. They're giving Shogun, as Manuel Otondo went off his feet, but they're giving a good account of themselves. And don't be lied to. He can run into space, and he can run into contact.
Yeah, first touch of the ball, gets himself onto the scoreboard, helps KCB to hit the front. This is really nice from them. And as you look at it, KCB leading against Shogun Rugby, that's no mean feat at all by any stretch of our imaginations, because Shogun Rugby, as they looked at the fixture list, this is one that they would have identified as an easy win, because just of the way Shogun Rugby brings together fantastic players from all around the world. This team is heavily laden by Spanish players, some who have played Monaco Rugby Sevens. In the case of Moreno Manuel, who has also been in the recently launched India Premier League. So they have pedigree across their ranks, and for KCB to just hold them within 2 points and then hit the front is a good thing, as we say. So now they're into KCB's red zone. This looks ominous for KCB, and it is ominous. They get themselves back into the lead with that try, working coast to coast. And KCB realizing they are in a fixture, they're in a match, they need. This is top level, top drawer stuff from Shogun Rugby. Hitting back. Fashion just sails wide. Still a close match, this one, 17-14. Flirting with the touchline, but sure of what he had in him, going to score. Frevidic Jeremy. Line out ball in favor of Shogun Rugby in KCB's half. KCB have to hold on to this one. Over 2 minutes to play. This is where the rubber meets the road in these last 2 minutes. The bench has been emptied. Onto the pitch is Sunday Dominic for KCB. Carrying and stepping back into traffic there. Goes to deck. Platform reset from Shogun. Then they move it quickly to the right. Loop cut-out pass there to the wing, but KCB scramble well to cover that space. Shogun regroup and come to the left using the full pitch. That is an interesting knock-on.
Well, they've given KCB an opportunity. This would have been that last nail on the coffin for Shogun if they had kept the ball in hand and scored. But this here, ladies and gentlemen, is an opportunity for KCB to strike, and probably...
Yeah, just over a minute to go, 3 points separating the teams. KCB wouldn't have dreamt of this, as we see on your picture there, the youngest boy on the pitch, 18-year-old Kelvin Ochieng. Kelvin Ochieng, one of those fantastic prospects for Kenya Rugby.
Yeah, Branton once again.
This time round he gets lapped.
They've stolen it. It's a good counteract. Well, there's also something he needs to improve on. That is his awareness, that isolation being KCB have it. KCB have it. And going down that line. Yeah, the referee has been set. Now coming through the side.
Yeah.
But I thought I had the referee say leave it black, but
that must have been a call from the assistant referee, because Yeah, taking time there, managing the clock. Shogun Rugby, very dark arts. The referee, I think, basically, I think both sets of players just struggling to listen to him well. I think communication is probably players struggling just to get to understand, listen to him well, the dialect and the all. Shogun very wise there to just run down the clock, but that ball looks to be turned over. Shogun surviving this one, coming back. It is a cease-over game, and KCB went to the front only to concede. Last 2 minutes to play, and KCB giving a good account of themselves here. Shogun surviving a scare from KCB, winning this one 17-14. KCB, the rude chances will